بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمد ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد اغتنم خمسا قبل خمس. There are many blessings that we have, but there are two specific ones that Rasulullah has mentioned that are so special, and then when you don't have them, you regret it, you have remorse, and you are sorry. One of them is free time, and the one that I want to focus in on today is health. Physical and mental health. When you don't have it, then you value it, you appreciate it, and you're sorry that you've lost it. So in which ways can we remain healthy? And today I want to focus in on physical health. Our physical well-being is of the utmost importance. Rasulullah has mentioned that Allah says to Allah, it says in a hadith that to Allah, the strong believer is more beloved than the weak believer. But there is khair and good in both. Therefore, it's important even to Allah that as believers we are strong physically and mentally. So it gives us strength for our ibadat, and strength also means strength in our iman as well. However, physical strength helps with other types of issues and problems that you have as well. It creates resilience in the body. It protects you from illness and creates immunity against disease as well. Therefore, there are knock-on effects for your iman and your general well-being as well. It mentions in the Quran about Musa alayhi salam that it was mentioned about him that he is man ista'jartal qawiyyul amin. He is a trustworthy man who is strong. It mentions about the king Talut in the Quran, who was a famous king at the time, that he was bastatan fil ilmi wal jism. Allah had expanded him in terms of his physical strength and his knowledge. So there is a direct relationship between your understanding, your knowledge, and your intelligence and your physical health as well. There's an English saying, a physical body breeds a healthy body breeds a healthy mind. So what you eat literally is what you are. It's mentioned by some scientists that when you eat food every 30 days, your body is replenished. The cells in your body replenish with the food that you eat. So literally, you are what you eat. So what kind of activities, what kind of hobbies, what strategies are there whereby we can maintain our physical health? Especially in this cold winter season when most of us are stuck at home. There's not much to do outside and we just get lazy staying at home watching TV and wasting our time like this. No. What are some actual strategies? Well, what about Rasulullah? Once a man came, and in the time of the Prophet, the big thing was wrestling. Right? The Arabs used to love wrestling at that time. So a man came to the Prophet and he goes, Ya Muhammad, my name is Rukana. I don't know much about what you say about Quran. You know, I'm not very well lettered. I can't read and write. I don't know all this stuff about revelation and God, but I know one thing. I'm the big wrestler. Makkah wrestling champion, MWC. No one can beat me. And I know if you beat me, I'll know that you're a prophet of Allah. Now, he said this at the time when the Prophet was in Medina. And he came from Makkah to Medina, he mentions. The Prophet was over 50 years old. He was over 50 years old. Now, you can imagine Rukana being a young, strong man. So he goes, come on, let's have a wrestle. So the Prophet said, okay, come on. So they had a wrestle. Wrestled for a few minutes, and then the Prophet took him down. Rukana got up, shocked. Okay, round two. Ding, 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 second round. So the Prophet wrestled him the second time. And a little while later, you know, they're getting into the wrestle and the tussle, and the Prophet took him down. Now Rukana got up. He goes, if you throw me down one more time and you out wrestle me, I'll know that you are a prophet of Allah. You have to be a prophet of Allah, no one can beat me. Now when he wrestled the Prophet didn't hang around. Because now the Prophet knew that if he throws him down now, he's got a Muslim. He's got someone that's converted to Islam. So the Prophet didn't even wait, immediately he just took him down. Take down. Right down. Rukana got up. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu rasuluh. Physical activity, self-defense, very important, especially in the community and society where we live, where attacks are prone to happen. In our community, especially to the girls, self-defense techniques are of the utmost importance. Once they were in a caravan and they were going on a journey, and the Prophet was with Aisha, his wife, radiyallahu anha, and he kept her behind. So the caravan went forward and he kept Aisha behind. He goes, Aisha, let's have a race. 100-meter sprint. You versus me. So they ran. Now Aisha narrates and she says, I was a young girl at that time. So she was young, mashallah, healthy, you know, a little bit skinny as well. And so they raced and Aisha beat the Prophet. She outran the Prophet and the Prophet lost. So, mashallah, that's how it continued for many years. Then a few years later, the Prophet said, okay, let's have another race. So they were on another journey and then another race. This time, and Aisha narrates, I was slightly older. So obviously when you get older, you put on a bit more weight, you become larger. So she goes, I was a little bit heavier than I was before. So they had a race, and this time the Prophet beat Aisha. And he goes, I got you back now, basically. I got you for last time that you beat me. Now, a few things here, lovely things. Number one, racing, running, right? Actual physically moving your body, working up a sweat, 100-meter sprint. Running is of the utmost importance. Another lovely little kind of nukta, another little kind of anecdote, that the relationship between husband and wife, family members, one of love, affection, being jolly with one another and always fighting and arguing, there's nothing wrong. You lose one thing, you have it's fine, no problem. This is how you build love and affection amongst family members. Number 3, there was a very famous Sahabi, his name was Salama bin Akhwa, radiyallahu anhu. He was an expert sniper. By today's standards, he was a specialist with archery. So whenever there was any battles where the Quraysh attacked the Muslims, Rasulullah would always call Salama and he would place him with the archers because he was an expert sniper and he could hit on target. 3 sunnah activities that Rasulullah has mentioned by his own blessed tongue to do: archery, swimming, and horse riding. Archery, swimming, and horse riding, these are beneficial for the body, and they are a useful pastime because they have some sort of function, right? Archery, in case you need to defend yourself, not just archery, meaning things like aim, hand-eye coordination. Swimming, obviously, if there's ever a situation where you need to swim and there could be a flood or whatnot. And horse riding, because it's a good method whereby your animals get exercise. And by today's standards, I guess you could say it's like driving a car, right? Driving a car or being a super cool sports rider. But what about you guys? How can you implement this in your daily, weekly lives? Number 1, make a timetable for exercise. Make it something that you do regularly as a habit. It says 21 days, you have a habit. And if you do it for 3 months, you have a routine for your whole life. It's something that sticks with you forever and you don't even have to think about it. So try something for 21 days, establish it as a routine. Number 2, try to do these activities, physical sports activities, with someone else. When you do something by yourself all the time, it gets lonely, you get bored. When you have someone else, it gives you a challenge and it pushes you. But what can you actually do? So what can we actually do? What is there to do? Where can we go? All right? Who's in Tooting? Who lives near about Tooting? Who's the top Tooting people? All right, for you guys, Sensei Hussein, fusion fighting system. He came a few months ago. He was with the year 5 class as well. He's got self-defense class for men and women, boys and girls in Tooting Leisure Center. Find out about him with fusion fighting system, Sensei Hussein. Where's my wild Wadden people? Wadden, that kind of area, wild Wadden. Okay, my wild Waddeners. Wadden Leisure Center, Taekwondo classes for you. Join up to them. Physical self-defense for my wild Waddeners. No Nonsense Norbury. Who are my No Nonsense Norbury people? Nice. NMC, Norbury Muslim Center. There's a jiu-jitsu club there with Mr. Nurul Islam, a lovely purple belt. He's a brother that has a child in the school. He runs a jiu-jitsu club in Norbury Muslim Center. Where's the Streatham Posse? That's my area. Well, it used to be anyway. Streatham Mosque, jiu-jitsu for girls and for boys as well in Streatham Mosque. Proud Purley. Where's my Proud Purley people? Purley Masjid. There's a Muslim scout group for boys and girls in Purley Mosque. Look into joining that up as well. These are some of the activities in your areas that you should try to join up to increase our physical health. Subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanakallah wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.